Inflation can be a real issue if you don't own real assets. And so today we're going to talk about inflation, what it is, and how it impacts you as an aspiring homeowner. Hello and welcome to the Homeowner Prep podcast. I'm your host, Eric Alon, and this podcast was created to provide real-world advice and accountability for first-time homebuyers. We'll be interviewing industry experts, providing some how-tos, and talking with first-time homebuyers about their personal experiences. If that sounds interesting to you, please be sure to subscribe, and if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the little bell to be notified when new episodes release. Now let's dive into today's episode. Welcome to the Homeowner Prep podcast. Today we're going to be talking about inflation rates and how they'll impact you as an aspiring first-time home buyer. I know that we talk a lot with future homeowners who are wondering how these economic changes are going to maybe put a dent in their plans or, maybe put some more time in their journey to becoming a first-time home buyer. And so we like to address these issues head on, not to talk about it in a fearful way, but just to make sure that you're prepared for what's going on in the economy and how it impacts your plans and your goals to become a first-time home buyer. The first thing that we like to do is definitely just define what we're seeing. So when it comes to inflation, what is inflation? Inflation is basically paying more now for products, for goods, than you did in the past. And so if you take, a loaf of bread and a gallon of milk and, a dozen eggs, what you paid for it last year versus what you're paying for it this year is how we're measuring inflation. And so overall, we've been seeing inflation kind of on the rise. And this is to be expected. For one, there was a lot of money put into our economy during COVID to prop up our economy. At best, it was a hypothesis. We had to figure out a way to get through COVID and everybody not being able to work. And so they pumped a lot of money into the economy. And so we didn't really see our economy crash like it should have. But there's some repercussions to making those decisions. When you put more money into the economy, it does raise our inflation rates because now people have more money in the bank. People have more money on hand. And so with more money, they can buy more things. Prices of goods and services go up, and hence the housing market has gone up significantly. So how do we come back from that? Well, we start to see the recession come. We start to see job growth slow down. And we start to see inflation go up. And that's to balance out our market. So it is a good thing, but it's a good thing when you own real assets. And that's the key. We got to get you into your first home as quickly as possible. Our current inflation rates are about 8.6%. So to put that into perspective, over time, we tend to see about 4% inflation. And with an 8.6% inflation, it means that $100 is not worth $100. You need $108 to pay for the same thing that you would have paid for with $100. So what does that mean when it comes to real estate? Well, if you own a home that's worth $500,000 and now that home is now worth $540,000 because of inflation, because the market is doing what it's doing, that works out in your favor. Because you own that asset and it has appreciated $40,000, chances are it's probably better than any raise that you would get at work. So inflation actually works in your favor. The only time inflation is bad is when you don't have real assets. So the first goal to beating out inflation is to buy real assets. If you're not ready to buy a home, then we have to think about some other ways to let your money work on your behalf. You have to start to find some assets that you can put your money into that is going to beat out inflation. Again, at 8.6%, you're now needing to earn 8.6% more money this year than you did last year. So how do you do it? Well, one of the ways you can do that is having some type of side hustle, if you would, some type of second job, some way of earning additional income. If there's a skill or a talent that you have where you can earn income with, maybe you can earn additional income that way so you can earn more. The other way is to cut back. So whenever I sit down with clients and we talk about budgeting, we say, hey, there's only two ways that we're going to do this. You're either going to need to make more money or cut back on expenses. And so if you see subscriptions, things that you signed up for during COVID that you're no longer using, if there are gym memberships, if you have multiple gym memberships and you're not using them, now's the time to really start to look at any subscriptions, any monthly fees, any fixed monthly fees that you're having, and start to make cutbacks on those. So we don't want you to continue this lifestyle of, continue to spend when you don't have money set aside in savings or you're not yet in your first home. We need ways to beat out inflation. So either you're going to go out, you're going to figure out ways to earn more money, or we're going to cut back on those subscriptions and those memberships that are no longer needed. So that is definitely one of the key ways that you can beat out inflation. The next thing you can do is obviously feel the pain. I say this in love. I want you to feel the pain of the recession and the inflation because it's going to cause you to make a change. Most people will not change without pain. Most people will not change until it's too late. So if you feel the economic pain now, it's going to work out in your favor. The earlier you feel it, the better it's going to be for you because then you can make some real changes. When we see recessions and inflation, and the biggest concern that I have is, where's the job growth? Will you get the raise? Will you still have a job? And so with that in mind, we want you to be prepared. We want you to be ready in case these large economic changes take place and you're not protected. That's outside of your control. So what can you control? Well, you can control your budget. You can control how close you are to buying your first home. And so you can control making some cutbacks in that budget. So, those are the things that we want you to focus on as we get through this time of higher inflation. Again, it all breaks down to you outlasting these economic changes. When we did our episode on recession, we talked about it. You've probably been through recessions. You've probably been through high inflationary periods before. But how do you make sure that you get through this one? How do you make sure that you come out ahead? Well, you need to buy some real assets. You need to have your money working for you, and you need to be prepared in case things get bad. So if you're feeling the pain already, if you're already feeling, hey, obviously a lot of folks are feeling the gas pain, right? So maybe they're driving less. That's one example of feeling the pain and making a change. And so things like that are going to happen, and we want you to be prepared and get out in front of it the best you can. High inflation rates do not last. These are periods that are really like a rebalancing of our economy. Along with our recession, the inflation is going to rebalance things, put things back into balance, because we saw, especially when it came to housing, that, it got ridiculous and very difficult for first-time home buyers for them to get their offers accepted. When you have 20, 25 offers all over asking cash, and people are just kind of throwing their money at a house, it makes it very, very difficult to be a first-time home buyer in that market. So things will get easier if you're prepared. Things will get easier for you as a first-time home buyer. We are expecting to see some appreciation, but not as crazy as it was. And so this may be a better time for you to actually buy, considering where we were and the inability to even get into a place just a year or two ago. So I want you to take these things into consideration as we're going through this inflation time. Think about where we're at, 8.6% inflation. We need to figure out ways for you to beat that. You can make cutbacks. You can earn additional income. Most importantly, you need to be putting your money into real assets. So if you have any questions about getting started, where you're at, and needing a custom plan to really kind of get through this time and beat out inflation, we're here for you. You can definitely visit our website at homeownerprep.com/start. homeownerprep.com/start. You can start there. You can figure out where you're at. Again, you can put together a plan with one of our folks here at Homeowner Prep and really start to figure out ways to beat out these economic changes that we're starting to see. I hope this information was valuable to you. I look forward to providing you with some great info on the next episode as well. But until then, be blessed. I hope you got some value from today's episode. If you know someone who could benefit from hearing this show, be sure to share it with them. And if you're listening to the podcast, we'd love for you to drop us a review. We'd also love to hear from you if you have any questions. So reach out to us on Instagram at HomeownerPrep. Who knows, we may read your review and answer your question on one of our future shows.